Right, so we're in the firing range, and I've put together a LMG build. So what I've done is I've put 3 Banshees and 3 Lone Star. And what that do is that the Banshee will actually give you 10% extra damage to targets out of cover, which goes well with LMGs because they already have intrinsic damage to targets out of cover. So that sort of stacks up. So with each of these I get 21 and 22% of that, 23 with this one, and on top of that you get a Lone Star 3 set, which gives you 8% extra damage with the LMG, so that puts you up to a total of 30% extra damage with your weapons. And if you take a look here, you can see that my M60 does 23.9, almost 24k damage. It's got destructive and brutal. I chose to leave accurate on there because the other talent in the bottom bit was absolute rubbish, so I hold it away from brutal, which is fine when you're using LMGs because it's very easy to control them, apart from like an AK or any other assault rifle or like a police M4, which will jump all over the place. So this one I use mainly for PvE activities, like running incursions and whatnot. And this one I use for PvP activities. I've got Swift on there. I'm trying to roll that away for responsive, which will give me a 10% damage increase if somebody is within 10 meters, which happens a lot when you're fighting other players. So it does 24, and as you can see, just one body shot will do 20, almost 29. So that's a 5,000 per shot damage that I increase. As I said, they're really easy to control, so if a heavy comes around a corner, you can just sort of park the reticule on his head, and at this range, just keeping it there is no big deal. I can just let it sit there, all 200 rounds in the mag. So they do a fair amount of damage. On both my mask and my knee pads, I've actually rolled stamina. This is unnecessary. You can actually have, I think I've lost some of the bits, but I meant to have firearms in this one, and your damage skyrockets. It goes even higher, because between 340,000 toughness and 360, you don't really notice much of a difference, but you do notice a lot of difference in damage between 7,000 firearms and 8,000. It would go up from 24 to almost 30 something per shot damage, and this one will go to like 26. So I'm actually going to go and fix that. Well, that's one alternative build that you can run. I quite enjoy, because a lot of the times you're using your weapons and it's not really doing much damage. It's just kind of sort of tickling them, and you have to sort of, with your entire team, shoot them in the head for 2 minutes for them to go down. Whereas this way you can take on most things. It's fairly balanced. Obviously you won't have much utility because the skill power is so low, and because of that I've actually put on performance mods are first aid, self-heal, so that if I use booster shot, that increases my damage and my armor, and it also increases my heal with a total of about 20%, because I got 4 of those. So 5.5 on that one, 6 on this one, 6 on this one. So that's 11 plus 12, 23% increase in heal when I pull that one.